It would save a lot of time.
There was the train ride on the way back from Keldic in Chapter 1, and
Was that overnight?
it was in the evening, and Sarah was sleeping.
Well, of course Sarah was sleeping. But it's like a 2-hour ride, right?
Something like that. Yeah, 4 hours.
Where am I?
Well, it's 5 hours to Boreahard,
Right.
which is well beyond Celtic, so it's probably like 2 or 3 hours.
Nord
You
Highlands.
can just do that in an evening.
He forgot where he was.
I don't think you get that after you've been on a train.
You're up early, Reen.
Like, I've definitely had cases where I go to sleep at night, and it's like,
Morning,
you know,
guys.
why am I in Atlanta? I woke up in, like,
Whoa. Hold on. Why are you
you
dressed
know,
like that?
Chicago or something.
Oh, I was just helping put the
And it
sheep
just
out
doesn't
past
feel right. But I've taken the train before, and I fully
Sure,
understand
must be done fixing the
where
morning
I
meal.
am relative to where I was.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we should wake up the others then. Eustace, Elisa, Emma.
Is Gaius a morning person at the academy?
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn. Where am I?
Are those?
I don't really remember a lot of that.
Glasses. Glasses.
You guys.
I'm like that in the morning.
I suppose.
Wait, where did I
none
put my
of your
glasses?
I
usual
don't have my
wake up
glasses
quite
on.
this early.
I usually don't put my glasses on for the first couple hours after I wake up.
Yeah, but you don't have 2500 vision.
I do in my left eye.
So you just squint?
No, I just have one blurry eye and one good eye.
But I have two blurry eyes. Like,
That shouldn't stop you from reading.
I have to put the book very, very close to my eyes. It's much more comfortable to not have my glasses on than not.
I mean, that's certainly true.
I can actually function with my glasses on.
Yeah.
And I helped!
So Elisa is supposed to be the stereotypically horrible cook, right?
Probably.
I mean, I sort of remember, wasn't there something where somebody was cooking and we were like, oh, that's awful?
Everyone has recipes that they are good at and bad at.
This is true.
Elliot is in the party. Canonically, Elliot and
Oh
Emma
yeah,
are the best
cooking is a
cooks.
mechanic in this.
Cooking is a
Okay.
mechanic that I am not using, yes. Canonically, Elliot and Emma are the best cooks. I believe Fee is, in general, the worst. And I think Elisa is not much better.
Okay.
I think Machias is also a pretty good cook.
I wouldn't be
with certain
surprised.
things. Monster...
Well, obviously, because
determination.
he's a commoner, and therefore
Yeah.
doesn't get his meals cooked for him like all the nobles, even though he probably has servants
And we
growing
have to
up.
go get a thing. We have to go collect some medicine.
We're supposed to assume Emma is good at cooking, right?
She is good at cooking, like canonically. We don't. It's not an assumption. She is one of the best cooks in the party.
There's a cooking mechanic that Numbers is not using.
Right.
That's right.
I can show you the cookbook.
Nah.
And honestly, cooked items are much better than items you buy in the store.
Oh, I'm sure.
They like heal more. They do other things besides healing. They're pretty great. But I have not been focusing on them.
Yeah.
We're gonna have lunch here. Hooray!
I like lunch.
So do I.
Or are we going to automatically get on our horses every time we leave here?
No, you don't have to. You can walk.
Okay.
It
I'm
just
not gonna
takes too
walk.
long.
That's when he learns it? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm... Nope. I need to go there. Time for some new quartz. Oh, right.
That's even faster than taking a horse.
So it looks like Gaius is not the son of the Elder.
I didn't say the elder, I said the chieftain.
Well, the Elder would be the chief. Right?
Usually not.
Okay.
Usually the chief is someone younger than the elders, but the elders are just, a group of people who are well-respected and essentially the loremen.
Okay. Aww. Okay. I believe I have access to some new quartz. Like this one.
Oh, I thought you were going to grab the burn one.
I could do that too.
Is it any good?
It's fine. It's a 10% chance of burning.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, that's all I need. Oh, he already has it. He used... He hasn't actually. Oh, he used an attack, too. Good enough.
It's bold. But you know, those one quartz? Actually, I forget if one is a prime number. I was gonna make a joke about that.
Is it a prime number? It's only divisible by itself.
Like, don't remember if the definition of prime number is only divisible by itself and one, or
okay.
only has two divisors.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it is not prime.
Oh.
If you're getting deliveries from people outside the country, you're delivering food?
We're delivering food.
Why does the Imperial Army not have...
Caravan.
Oh, they do.
No.
They do.
Right, but that seems like something that should be regular. The buying food from them. There should be a system.
Yep.
Other than hoping for children to travel, like, a few hundred miles just to make this delivery.
It's to a specific guy, though.
Is it the quartermaster?
Maybe.
Because if it's not, it should be. Don't steal food in the army. It's not a good idea.
No, it'll get used to the
Quartermaster-
enemies.
Oh, right, new weapons. Okay, excellent.
Should probably buy them.
Oh my god, they're all becoming Gaius. All those weapons were of the wind.
Oh, I see.
Well, not those, but the first two were.
Sure.
Well, the first one said it like, with the power of the winds, and the second
Right.
one talked about piercing the winds, and it's like, yeah.
That
You
would
want the
increase
plus
his
strength
strength.
ones. Let's
I
just
do,
end these
yeah.
freaking battles.
Nah. it's fine. I want the plus speed shoes. That's only speed plus 1. Never mind.
What? So Emma and Elisa aren't going to get shirts?
No, they're getting string of leather.
Yep.
Oh, they can equip it. Okay. Why don't they have it equipped yet?
There.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, we have useless.
I love that you. I love that you have joined in on that.
It's because he is.
He's a good mate. He sucks.
You're about to hear some crackling. That's just a person opening up some food.
Who's the person opening up the food?
I don't know. Someone who that quartermaster is going to get really upset at.
I'll just edit it out,
Jeez.
or I'll try.
He'll forget.
Well, like, why would you?
Yeah,
It's just
probably.
momentary. It's not. That's not me.
No, that was me.
Also, I'm the doctor of sorts is not... That doesn't engender confidence.
He's the medicine man.
Right, but if you're the, like, person best at a thing for the group, don't describe yourself as, I'm the thing of sorts. Doesn't sound good.
Unless you're early on in, like, a mob speech. Like, let's just say I'm a businessman of sorts. That is where it fits.
Right, because you're not a business.
I run a series of businesses, as it were. So to say.
So they know what vaccines are. Interesting.
Why wouldn't they?
I guess that's fair.
Like, wasn't vaccination 1700s technology?
Was it?
I think so.
Huh. Okay.
It was definitely before, like, mid-1800s, early 1900s, which this came in.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is basically... This world is basically just pre-Industrial Revolution with an even better Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
A much faster
It's
Industrial
not
Revolution.
pre-industrial revolution.
Well, it's a much faster Industrial Revolution, because they went from, like, pre-Industrial Revolution to close to modern day in 50 years. I mean, not that close to modern day, but approaching modern day.
Yeah. One thing that would be interesting would be to look at the economic effects of that, because there were definitely a lot of buggy whip manufacturers
I mean, I think that's a big part of it.
in this economy.
We have the advantage.
By the way, what's not some Yui?
Yeah.
Inoculations and like various forms of vaccinations, as it were, has been around longer than that. I wanted to
Okay.
check and make sure, but it's like
It's my
10th
turn.
century.
Wow, really?
Yeah, by Chinese. And I remember
Okay,
that
that
because
makes
it's like there's a and also we can go back even further if we include non-human forms of the practice. And I'm not talking like natural in nature
It's my
stuff, but
turn.
like I think there were like
right,
like
infecting people with the illness from a sick animal.
yeah, and or protecting animals by getting them sick at a young age or something. And
Yeah.
then like
Oh, sure.
not having to worry about the herd getting but it's like
My turn.
documented examples are different though. That one you are right. Like that one it's
Okay.
around 17th century in India and China. Powdered
Yeah.
scabs from people infected with smallpox were used to protect against
There.
the disease.
Yeah, I definitely remembered the scabs thing.
Yeah. But it would be the at that time it would more or less be the
Leave it
only
to
way
me.
to like take the disease somehow.
Now,
Right.
Because we didn't have
And and generate antibodies for it. Sure.
well no, that
That's
you
fair.
would get infected.
No,
Like,
it was the antibodies would be in the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
My
okay.
turn. Okay, it's safe for now.
Yeah, because China inoculations were during the Ming Dynasty, which started in like
Making progress.
the late 1300s.
Yeah.
I figured there'd be monsters around. Be careful, everyone.
So would you say that Emma or Elliot is the more forgettable one right now?
That's an interesting question. Someone did that.
Got it.
I mean, not for me, because I like both of them, but, probably Emma.
Sure.
Because Elliot has actually had, I guess Emma's been in two, yeah, Elliot's probably more forgettable at this point.
Yeah. Also, who's the fourth person on the other side?
Sarah.
Laura, Fee, Machias, and Elliot?
Oh yeah, Machias. Yeah.
Machias should not be forgettable.
He's not, but he's not somebody I actively try and think of.
That's
He's forgettable. He's forgettable when he's not in your
Whoa.
team.
Okay.
Yes.
Like,
We'll have to fight our way through.
Because pretty much all of his character traits so far have been yelling at somebody else about something.
well, so far his character is more or less pointless without useless. So he's the only one who can't call him useless. Because he anchors him into the
It's
group.
my turn.
Because he's the only one that really goes back after him. Like, useless actually is not the most useless character plot-wise so far.
Right.
Whirlwind. To me.
And that isn't a plug at anyone. I'm just saying, like, so
I
far
can
we
do
haven't
this.
really gotten 3-dimensionals of Machias yet.
Let's
Right.
go.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's very true.
The same can be said about quite a few characters, actually. Like, nobody's fully 3-dimensionalized themselves yet.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that happens in this this chapter and the next couple.
I'm kind of wondering if they bother fully developing Reen as a character or just leave him more as the viewpoint.
Now's a chance.
We get some more backstory for him.
Well, but backstory
Well, yeah, but
isn't development necessarily.
Yeah,
Sure. Okay.
because right now he
The
pretty
winds
much
must be on our side.
doesn't have a
They must be,
character,
because that was a breeze.
and he's like he definitely feels like he's supposed to be
I'm just getting
Standard
started.
the
protagonist.
lens through which we view Erebonian,
Yeah.
Sure.
rather than having motivations and biases of his
Yeah.
own.
Okay.
And that's not.
Like-
I guess I think it's fair to say this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is a very standard practice for video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Because
totally.
it's how you introduce the game and the world. But
The big thing that I like to talk about
Oh,
is
that's a beautiful
Or I
looking
like to-
treasure chest.
talk about that is Titus in Final Fantasy X.
yeah,
Sure.
He was not the main character of that story.
No,
We'll
he
have
was
to
not.
fight our
That
way
was
through.
you.
absolutely.
My turn.
But he was the viewpoint character. which
What
is
the frack
specifically-
is that?
All right.
And
let's
actually
do
did a
this.
great job making him
Leave
the
it to me.
viewpoint character
Yeah.
Right.
because he was just
Along the
as
ride.
ignorant
And
of the
from-
world as the player.
From what I've heard, the quote unquote main character from
Arcus active.
Final Fantasy 12 is the same way, right?
Kind of.
No. That was
Arcus activate.
we need to
All
have
right.
a traditional or stereotypical like
Pretty boy.
good-looking guy.
And
pretty
there were
boy
two
lead.
main characters, weren't there? It was the boy and the girl. Or am I thinking of 11?
You're thinking of 12.
Yeah.
But really, it was Ash's and Bosch's story.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it was pretty late in development that they threw in those other two characters, which is why they had no purpose existing in the party.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, Titus had a reason to be in that party.
Yeah. Blitzball!
Flaming blades. Go.
Hell yeah, Blitzball!
We got a blitz!
Now. I got you.
Here we go.
Did you guys hear Blitzball synchronized with the Big Five?
Oh, there have been a ton of those.
It was like a video of like different plays in like famous plays in football, soccer, baseball, and stuff like that. But then played to blitzball,
Turn to
like the
That's actually pretty
commentary.
great.
It's hilarious.
That is pretty great.
It's my turn. There. My
Like
turn.
they'll speed the game up accordingly to fit to the call. So it's like
Right.
football blitzball is like sped up, and it's like soccer they slow it
Together,
down a little
we're
bit
unbeatable.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But like it's
I'm just imagining somebody shooting at the goal, having time get called after he's kicked it and before it's made it to the goal, and therefore the goal not counting. Because that happened all the time in blitzball and pissed me off.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay. Suzaku is a quartz. Sure, yeah.
By the way, was
Like,
that just a monster of large size, or was that like a mini boss or something?
It was a trap chest, so it was kind of a
Gotcha.
mini boss.
Yeah.
I was like, that is a
Also, way to make my burn quartz feel like an idiot.
But
Yeah,
how
well,
did
there-
that thing fit inside the box?
Magic. Orbments.
Oh.
The monsters weren't inside the box. The box was inside the monsters.
They should have put some
Turns out
No, I'm
poison.
fucking with you. The
Controlling a
monsters
horse is
weren't
kind of hard.
They should have put some poison in it and then closed the box again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause, I mean, at least in D&D, when you had a trap chest, there was a poison needle in that fucker, and it was gonna get someone.
See, there's another one.
Yeah.
So in every area, there is like there's a general level of monster
Yeah.
power, and then there's a more powerful one.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a mini boss, but it's a stronger a stronger enemy that gives more EXP or whatever.
It's the one they want to use when the battles aren't forgettable.
Right.
Yep.
So is the grass for the optional quest?
No, the grass is the mandatory quest. The optional one is the delivery to the watchtower.
Oh, okay.
Man, your group is finding these grass really well. Is this horse like able to smell them?
Well, there's a lot
No,
of
it's
them.
just one of the 3 distinctive features in this.
So, you see all the red exclamation points?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a lot of grass.
Yeah, and we only need 5 of them.
Oh. I was sort of thinking we would need to get them all.
Nope.
Isn't this the way to...
Are there any other
This might be,
mysteries in
Stone
this area?
circle you saw yesterday.
There is the midnight ritual.
Oh, I took a wrong turn. Oh well. Since I'm
You're
here,
saying-
I'm gonna grab it.
Where the stars align.
You're saying
Right.
people
And
don't
we'll,
like this one? Is
They
it
don't
because
like the
of
area
this part?
It's because it's very, very
enormous.
large and
Stay on
everything
guard.
is, strewn
It looks
around.
pretty large and it looks pretty empty.
Oh, that's a
and
beautiful
They could
looking
have probably
treasure
have cut the size of this area by half and not lost anything.
The only fast travel points are in the nomadic settlement, and you have to travel across the plains to get to points a lot.
Gotcha.
So right now, like I do enjoy just riding around on the horse in here, but it does get a little tedious when you have to travel across the plains like 3 times.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Because there's one optional quest that we're going to see later, where you have to go between the nomadic settlement and the Zender Gate like twice,
Gotcha.
and that's like the entire length of the Southern Plains twice. Just to
How long
talk
does it
to
take to
people.
get through? Is it like a minute?
A couple
2
minutes. It's a couple minutes. Assuming that you take, the most direct route and don't make any detours.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's underneath there. Okay. Actually, no, I should go to the watchtower first.
Yeah, if you don't go to the watchtower first, then you might battle your fifth enemy, and that'll permanently lock out the watchtower forever. It will collapse in an earthquake or something, so you can't complete the quest.
Man, someone's
projecting.
salty.
You're
Someone's
projecting.
salty.
A little bit. Also, I was trying to think of a
An
laughably
unlikely,
ludicrous reason.
yeah, an unlikely set of circumstances.
Yep.
Is
I
this the
actually
way to the
did.
watchtower?
The
Actually,
first
when
time
you go up this hillock, the quest ends.
Yeah, just keep
You
heading
can't go
along
up
this
there
path.
first.
The first time I played through this area, I was given an optional quest so there was the plot line, and then there was an optional
Yep.
quest in the middle of that, and the plot line kept going from like emergency event to emergency event to emergency event. So I just went, and I did end up missing that quest because I was like, well,
Yeah.
I've only got so much time to do this, despite the fact that you're not actually on a time limit.
Right, but if you have a sense of urgency throughout the game,
Exactly.
don't sabotage it.
Right.
Yeah.
And expect your player to be caught up in the events of your game.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I can't take the
Horse
I can't take
into
the horse
the-
up here for some reason.
They don't want you crapping all over their fancy asphalt.
Probably.
Why did they use asphalt for this part?
I don't know.
And like this really weird built-up thing.
You mean watchtower?
Oh, yeah, it's like
Why
Why
did they
is
use this
this
watchtower
part,
to
like-
build a watchtower?
3 floors up. You know, this road that we're sitting on right now.
Because they want to do.
Oh, excellent. That's
Power
right.
thing.
We get a look. We get to take a look.
So this isn't actually like bringing food for
It's bringing food
the
for that
Imperial
specific
Army.
guy.
It's just straight up,
We're Postmates.
he's got a lady friend,
Kinda.
and
We're Postmate.
We're Postmates right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the Calvard Republican Army outpost.
yes, the forests of, I think it was the Bosphorus, they'll certainly stop the enemy tanks and therefore make it so they couldn't invade through the North Highlands to get through to Erebonia. That's definitely a thing. Or, sorry, Dardanelle. The Dardanelle, not the Bosphorus. That'd be weird. It's a World War II joke
Okay.
about Hitler invading through the Low Countries.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that's what the Calvard Republic is going to do when we inevitably go to war.
Calvard is a republic, so it's basically the U.S.
They can still invade.
That's true. I think. Can we see? Yeah, we can also see it from here.
So why did he bring us to the top of the tower?
To get a better view.
It looks like a Calvard military base.
Basically the same angle.
It is. This area kind of acts as a buffer
We just
zone
talked
between
about
the two
that.
countries.
All right.
Let's get going.
Onward.
Is there a direct border between Calvard and
There's
Erebonia?
yeah, because Crossbell is to Erebonia and Calvard as Mongolia is to Russia and China.
Yeah.
Calvard? Or Crossbow, what?
So okay, this is the northern border of Erebonia. In the south, the southern border of Erebonia and Calvard share a long border, and the Crossbell state is straddled in between, is stuck in between their borders. So Erebonia and Calvard's borders share a border on either side of Crossbell, and then Crossbell
I was
is
assuming that Nord would share a border on either side.
it shares a border on either side, but there's no the borders don't come back around on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It is not that way up here.
Okay. Also, I thought that Crossbell was a Bandustan of Calvard.
A what?
wholly enclosed country.
It is a wholly enclosed country, but it's in between the borders of Erebonia and Calvert.
Right. A Bantustan. I think that actually might be the real pronunciation.
You talking about
Is
like
a
the
country
Vatican?
that is entirely within the borders of another country.
Okay, like the Vatican.
Yeah. Or it comes from what the country that South Africa was trying to create for their black citizens.
Okay.
Basically, Indian reservations that were not part of the U.S. at all.
Okay. Indian
So we
reservations
didn't
with
care
their
about
own governments.
Wholly independent, yeah.
Yeah.
Fully independent. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So Crossbell is wholly independent, or well, the Crossbell situation is weird because the Crossbell situation is a lot of what goes
Well,
on
it
in this
seems to
game.
basically be Singapore, right? Just a city-state that's very powerful.
Yeah.
Is it powerful relative to Calvert?
It's powerful economically relative to Erebonia and Calvert, but it is very, very small and doesn't really have its own military.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like Singapore.
Okay.
Though I don't know if Singapore... Do you know if Singapore has a substantial military?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I think it has like a sort of version of like. I think
National
it
Guard.
has like a navy that's like its large. I mean, that would make sense for its largest sort of
Yeah.
size. But I know it has an army, and I know
Here
I
we
know it
are.
has an air force because I think the
Let's go
U.S.
meet
I think
the
we actually
Lieutenant
sold
General.
them some fighters,
Yeah.
but
It probably just has a quote-unquote Air Force.
yeah.